All right, Nick, are you ready for mystery?
Yes.
Sleuthing?
Yes.
Danger?
Yes.
Lawn bowls?
What?
Yes, all that excitement and more await us in Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter.
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours?
Good day to you too, Inspector.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
Father!
Prepare to meet your maker.
Any mystery buff would find it hard to resist being able to step into the shoes of history's most famous detective, which is why we still have so many TV shows and movies and games that take us on Holmes's curious London journeys. In The Devil's Daughter, you take on a series of cases, beginning with the disappearance of a young boy's father.
When was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago.
And all the gang are there. Watson, Toby, a beguiling woman who moves in next door.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbour.
And your infamous Baker Street townhouse, which is, of course, the base of operations for all your detective work.
Well, I do think the game looks really good. They're using the Unreal 3 engine and they've captured London really well.
Dorset Street.
And the character models look really good.
Yeah, although is it me or does Sherlock look startlingly like John Hamm?
Yeah, here's a little hammy.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
When it came to the actual system of deduction, which forms the basis of this game, I have to say I was unimpressed.
Yeah, it's not much, fun. The whole mechanic for examining evidence and searching for clues is similar to that Agatha Christie Poirot game we played a while back. It tries to create a scenario where you can figure things out for yourself, but it's mostly just clicking around and picking up bits of paper.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue is it just doesn't feel organic or fluid to navigate. And it also doesn't do a very good job of teaching you how to do everything. I mean, I ended up awkwardly clicking in and out of sequences, not sure if I was doing it right or if there was still something I hadn't completed properly.
And a lot of the assessments you do of people are just based on first impressions, so it's not like you're learning from clues you've picked up, you're just guessing, which makes it feel really cheap then when you're stamped with an imprecise character portrait.
Once you have connecting pieces of evidence, you start to draw your conclusions in a kind of brain synapse pathways menu. Which, as a method of collating information, just seemed a bit silly.
Yeah, you want to talk about silly because this game took me on a whole journey of silly. Obviously, there's been a really noble attempt to try to gamify a lot of the mundane tasks you have to do in an investigation game, but all of it is universally awful.
Oh man, I totally agree, but I just don't think I'm ready personally to relive that trauma, so...
But we must, Hex, for the sake of the review.
All right, well, I will go first with the world's slowest, most boring follow mission.
I changed my mind.
And it's complete with annoying plank walks where you have to do this seriously frustrating mouse and keyboard QuickTime thing. Ah! But honestly, who stops and turns around for that long every 3 meters?
I will see your slowly spinning man, and I will raise you one insane chase sequence. Where a guy is hounding you in a forest and shooting at you, and you have to keep stopping and taking cover approximately 1,000,000 times. The cover system is dodgy and you get stuck on things in the environment, so you get shot and you have to start it again. No!
Yes, I will raise you that same section, part 2, where you enter a swamp full of sinkholes. And have to use your detective vision to find an invisible path and continue to take cover approximately 1,000,000 times.
No one's going to find your body!
Stupid, annoying science table stuff.
stupid freaking dog sniffing sequence.
Yeah, the worst. Yeah, that was pretty boring. There's just so much of this game that is frustrating and tedious at the same time. It's almost an accomplishment.
Now this shoe needs some polish.
Although I will say, in the game's defense, that the mysteries themselves, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I liked the stories, especially once I got into Case 2 and you start to put together a bit of an overarching connection between them. It's just a shame that there are so many gameplay obstacles that prevent me from ever wanting to finish this.
But another thing we should mention is that a lot of these sequences will allow you to skip certain parts. And what a relief that was.
Yeah, and I think it's quite telling, really, because it's as if the developers knew they were creating something eye-stabbingly infuriating, and so they've given you the ability to just skip it altogether.
Well, if you want to talk about eye-stabbingly infuriating, how about finding a whole closet of cool outfits and costumes, fancy hats and beards, only to be told that you're not wearing the appropriate attire for the location and you can't leave until you get changed.
This suit isn't appropriate for where we're going.
Don't give me the ability to don a dapper hat and then tell me I can't wear it.
Yeah, it's a travesty, although the British are sticklers for having very strict dress codes for just about every possible occasion, so I do understand it from an authenticity perspective. In summation.
Hang on a second, Hex. I think I can deduce this one. Let's see. Unimpressed scowl. Frustrated tapping fingers. Dusty shoes indicating you took the long way to work to shake off the frustration of the previous night's gaming. My guess? You're giving it a 2.
Close, Nick boy, but not close enough. I'm giving it 1.5.
Yeah, it seems fair. I'm giving it 1.5 as well.